It's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, June 14th, 2016. Good afternoon, buddy. I'm Peter Wiggins out here. 12 noon, news and on top story at 12 noon on this Tuesday afternoon is Omar Martin, New authorities say, killed 49 people at the gay nightclub Pulse in Orlando, Florida, was reportedly no stranger to the club. Paris, French President Francis Hollande said he wants additional security efforts to be deployed and vigilance to be increased. The judge who was sentenced to Stanford University's rumor Bach Turner 6 months in jail for sexual assault continued to face criticism in his decision. Paris, gangs of Massachusetts smashed windows in their own stores at police as thousands of people marched by Paris on Tuesday and protested their plan to change the labor laws that would make hiring and firing easier. Oscar Pistorius listened to the father, the girlfriend whom Mr. Pistorius convicted of murder and testified in court on pretrial South Africa on Tuesday. London, the young 10 model wore a bright yellow bikini and started seductively passed by. Are your beach party ready? Asked the ad for protein will make your dietary supplement says London Mayor cracks down and ads promoted unhealthy body image. Brussels, Britain, and Germany, and the United States event plans on Tuesday to spearhead a new NATO force on Russia's border from next year, but some Eastern allies said that announced effort must go forward and detect Moscow. A Canadian national has been beheaded in the Philippines by Islamist military group Abu Sayyaf after ransom payment deadline passed by the Philippines government confirmed Tuesday. Beirut, U.S.-backed forces waged an offensive against the Islamic State-held city in northern Syria, appealed for international assistance for those fleeing and fighting on Tuesday as the forces tied there. Daniel Gilroy, a former co-worker of Omar Martin, described what he calls unstable at times private behavior. Cairo, flight recorders found Egypt Air. Flight 804, which crashed in the Mediterranean on May 19, will split up in less than 10 days, the investigators said. Beijing, China cautioned the United States on Tuesday against meetings with the Dalai Lama for the recently elected Taiwanese president. Charleston, South Carolina, a federal judge, real Dylan Roof, suspected in June 2015 shootings in a Charleston, South Carolina church in which 9 people died will face a trial by injury. Trial by jury. Ashley Summers with the Pulse nightclub when her sale began shooting. She tells the story and reflects on the trauma attack where it left the Florida community as uneasy Orlando mourns shooting victims. 9 Muslims entering the United States will be considered protected and without work. The U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security said today on the calls to take such action. More than 2,000 companies, including Airbnb, Amazon, Air American Airlines, Star Chemical, and PepsiCo, have agreed to undertake a yearly company-wide Tuesday analysts are part of Tuesday's press of the United States Women's Summit. JetBlue Airlines are providing free airfare and waiving church fees with immediate family members and domestic partners victims who have killed in the shooting at Pulse Gay nightclub in downtown Orlando. Washington, U.S. National Security Advisor Susan Rice said the proposed military aid package in Israel is larger than any of the United States had ever been offered in any country. Chicago, charitable donation to the United States. And Senate record draws 15 estimated $373 billion of majority coming from individuals, given USA reported. The Federal Communications Commission to take a more active role in regulating the internet as a public utility, which is expected to provoke court cases from major broadband producers and providers. On the night that Omar Martin killed 49 people in a gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida, Donald Trump's friend and former campaign advisor Roger Stone wrote a post on his website that was seemingly unrelated. Washington, sales at U.S. retail saw literally increased in May, adding evidence of certain economic growth despite a recent slowdown in hiring. Stocks extended decline in late Tuesday morning as Federal Reserve members convened for the monetary policy meeting and Brexit fears spiked. Paris, MBDA started initial series production of MMP land combat missile for the French military, the company said Tuesday. Washington, Raytheon had been selected by Austria's Department of Defense for a $54 million weapon and site contact to the company announced Tuesday. Mandrin, France, Airbus helicopter recently completed the first round firing test for the H-Force generic weapon system the company announced Monday. Moscow, about 1 of the new vehicles, most of BTR-82A armored personnel carriers into the 72B-1 tanks have been reportedly been delivered to the Russian military base in Tajikistan. In local news, Hanover City man faces drunken driving charge related to hit and run crash over the weekend that closed Bishop Street temporarily when a pickup truck struck a utility pole. The suspect, Colin J. Horton, 23, of Brookhaven State Department, was scheduled to face a judge Tuesday at Raymond and Albert District Court. A breath alcohol test he took in luxurious over to try a legal limit of intoxication after Horton struck the pole near the steeplechase circle around 1:15 a.m. on Sunday, according to police. He was found nearby. Police said after Bishop Street resident called police about a man in his driveway. Horton declined medical attention, according to police. The pickup truck was heavily damaged and police said he had to temporarily close Bishop Street because of the damage to the pole. Mansfield Housing Authority Director Michael Forbes will now also be responsible for management of the Plainfield Housing Authority Android recently signed an agreement. North Edinburgh, a fire under the deck of a home on Peck Street was quickly extinguished by firefighters and Tuesday morning. Wilbur, Massachusetts, a former Pepperell police sergeant has been pleaded guilty of using excessive force on a drunken woman in protective custody by his lawyer at the time behind the bars. The Sun reports that 53-year-old Armando Herrera was sentenced Monday in the Middlesex Superior Court to 2.5 years in jail with an entire sentence suspended for 3 years of the probation. He pleaded guilty to strangulation, suffocation, intimidation of whiteness, and found in false police report. Plainfield, Massachusetts. Massachusetts maple syrup producers have a second consecutive record-breaking year. It's unlikely to contain life, but the Jupiter-sized planet is the largest real-life version attached in the fictional world that boasts two suns for the Star Wars. 8 dolphins in the National Aquarium in Baltimore will no longer be on display at the public tourist attraction in our city will move to get to be built seaside sanctuary in the Florida Caribbean. Provide cargo to left the International Space Station today will soon host the biggest fire in the space experiment ever conducted. Medical technicians organized a process donated by the Hanoi Blood Transfusion Center in Vietnam. IPSA level 1, a man in his 40s suggests that increased screening for prostate cancer research is said. Chick-fil-A operates under Christian values, which means it doesn't support gay marriage and it closes every Sunday for their daily rest. And Chick-fil-A opens Sunday to help along the victims to fight anti-gay rights record. Every parent knows that children need sufficient sleep to stay healthy and do well in school, but exactly how much hours of sleep do children at different ages need per day. Alright, looking at stocks down. Down 193.53 points at 17,612.95, SP 5. Down 12.73 points at 266.33, and then at SAC down 29.94 points at products at 18.50. European markets DAX down 130.24 at 95.19.20, FTSE down 121.44 at 59.23.53, and at CAC down 96.69 points at 130.33. Asia markets DK down 16.18 points at 58.59. Shanghai 9.85 points up at 20.42.92, and Asia side down 125.46 at 23.87.53. Oil markets down 55 cents at $40.33. Brent 49.65 down 70 cents, and natural gas 2.577 down 8,000 a point. Gold down 2.20 points at 1284.70. Silver down 103,000 points at 17.34, and copper down 195,000 points at 2.034. Bonds US 10-year yield down 13,000 points at 1.6027%. Bond 10-year down 3,000 points at minus 0.003%, and Chinese 10-year down 7,000 points at 1.74,000 points in the negative. FX bond European US dollar down 83,000 points at 1.1207. US dollar Chinese yen down 25 at 105.98, and Great Britain bond US dollar down 1.4,000 points at 1.4127. Take a look at commodities. Wheat 45.75 down 5.5. Soybean 11.61 down 8. Corn 4.20 3/4 down 1 1/4. Sugar down 33 cents at 19.21. Coffee down 1.5 at 135.80. Cotton 105 at 62.74. Red rice down 25,000 $11.29 at cocoa for 3,145 down 2. Live cattle 113.675 down 675,000 points. Lean ox 86.35 up 25 cents, and FT cattle 141.10 up 5 cents. Alright, let's take a look at your channel news. I'm now 12:08 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for a spot report. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will be at Fenway Park for a 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles. When LeBron James plays like a mere mortal, he draws criticism of a player overhyped. Like a certain J.D. Strauss squad is the greatest player ever had. Ichiro Suzuki is about to become the all-time later, or is he? Pete Rose does the thing, so your channel news. I'm 12:09 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for our travel report. Let's start you off down in Rhode Island, where one train in the eastbound side did slow from Jamestown Bridge to the Newport Bridge. But otherwise, 19 highways in Rhode Island looking good except the 99 and the northbound side. Little slow from 126 in Lincoln to 122 in Woonsocket. Down in the Cape, 20 from Warren to Falmouth, Route 61 from Saginaw down to Orleans, and southeastern Massachusetts highways. Yeah, looking good except the 495 northbound side. Little slow down around Route 95 in Foxborough, Mansfield area. Boston vicinity, San Francisco Expressway, and the northbound side, so from Quincy all the way at the Dorchester, San Francisco Expressway, and the southbound side, so from Boston all the way at the Dorchester. 93 on the southbound side, so from Somerville, just before the Zakin Bridge. Must back to the westbound side, also the Millbury stretch. 120 on the northbound side of this, so the Waltham stretch. 93 on the northbound side, so around Route 120 Redden. 120 on the southbound side, so Redden stretch. 495 on the southbound side, so from 280 to Route 2 in Littleton. Up in Southern New Hampshire, Route 3 on the northbound side of this. The Everett Turnpike, it is slow, just around the Merrimack stretch. But highways and byways of New Hampshire are looking good. I-89 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont, but Vermont and Maine highways are looking good. I-87 on the southbound and sides a little slow after the Canadian border around Route 11 in Plattsburgh, and I-87 on the northbound side, also in the Plattsburgh stretch. 77 in the eastbound side, also in the Albany stretch. Down in Connecticut, 95 on the northbound side, also for Route 9 in North Saybrook to Old Lyme. 95 on the northbound side, it did so for 395 in New London to Stonington. 95 on the northbound side, also on Route 91 in New Haven. 95 on the northbound side, also in Milford stretch. I-84 on the westbound side, also on I-91 in Hartford. I-84 on the westbound and eastbound side, also after Route 8 in Waterbury. And Route 7 on the northbound side, also around New Milford. 95 on the southbound side, also the Bronx to the George Washington Bridge. Line Expressway on both ends, also from 678 to 295. Brooklyn Queens Expressway is backed up from Brooklyn Barrier Tunnel to Line Expressway. 278 on the westbound side, also around the Verizon Arrows Bridge, and 270 on the eastbound side, also from Brooklyn all the way up to before the JFK Airport. Lincoln Tunnel, its logo. FDR Drive on the southbound side, also from Upper East Side all the way out to Manhattan. And Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, its logo. 76 on the eastbound side, it did slow from Cedarville over to King of Prussia, but highways and byways of Philly are looking good. New Jersey Turnpike on the southbound side, also before the Delaware Bridge, and the Garden State Park Reservoir from New York down to the Wildwood. Highways and byways of Pennsylvania Turnpike, a little slow between 219 and all the way up to Route 99. 376 on the westbound side, it is over the Turnpike headed towards Pittsburgh. And New York State Freeway on the eastbound side, it is low around Batavia between Buffalo and Rochester. And 93 on the southbound side, it is over the Pennsylvania border all the way at the 695 in Towson. Baltimore Harbor Tunnel, it's a little slow. 66 on the eastbound side, it is over from Arlington stretch. 395 on the northbound side, also north of the Beltway in Alexandria, Virginia. And 95 on the southbound side, also in Fredericksburg. Okay, take a look at the MBTA alerts on the subway. Green Line B branch bridge mounting eastbound lanes of disabled train. On the commuter rail. Looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News Time, 12:12 on this Tuesday afternoon. It's time now for weather report. And it is a glorious day today. Take a look at the current conditions. 70 degrees. That temperature, few clouds, humidity of 37%. 23 above Celsius. Wind speed northwest at 10 miles an hour, and 82 inches. 2 above 45 degrees and visibility of 10 miles. Alright, take a look at our current conditions. Man, region 69 degrees in Boston, 67 in Beverly and Gloucester, 68 in Bedford, 70 in Fitchburg, 64 in Worcester, 70 in Milford, 71 in Taunton, 68 in New Bedford, and Plymouth, 66 in Falmouth, 64 in Chatham and Parmesan, 67 in Boston, 64 in Nantucket, 70 degrees down in Springfield, Massachusetts, and Hartford, Connecticut, and Winslow, Connecticut, 71 in Meriden, 67 in Denbury and Waterbury, Connecticut, 70 in New Haven and Bridgeport, Connecticut, 66 in Montauk, 69 in Islip, 71 degrees in New York City, 66 in Albany and Silver Springs, New York, at 61 degrees out in Banton, Vermont, and Northampton, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and Brattleboro, Vermont, 59 degrees, Rutland, Vermont, 64 in Keenan, New Hampshire, 64 at Guilford, New Hampshire, 63 out in Lacona, New Hampshire, 67 degrees out in Concord, Manchester, New Hampshire, 66 degrees in Nashville, New Hampshire, 69 degrees, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, 64 degrees out in Port, Maine. Alright, let's take a look at so it's Bama Island country. It shows a cold front stretching from North Central California, merging with warm front down in Nevada, and a cold front from Idaho, stretching to Montana, pink front from western Saskatchewan, and from central Alberta, with a low pressure right in Alberta. Cold front from eastern Colorado, stretching down Nebraska, merging with warm low pressure in South Dakota, and warm stationary front from Nebraska and Iowa, stretching all the way down to India, and stretching all the way down to Carolina, that state with a low pressure down in South Carolina. Followed by from Arkansas down from east central Texas, and followed by from west central Kansas down from Oklahoma down to Texas with a low pressure down to Texas Panhandle. Low pressure centers in Idaho, western Nevada, and up in central Alberta, with a followed by from southeastern California down to the Gulf of California. Out of followed by from central Washington State down to southeastern portions of British Columbia. Pink front from Maine and up in the New Brunswick, up in the eastern Quebec with a low pressure in the eastern New Brunswick. High pressure ridges in the Colorado Rockies and the Gulf of Mexico. 66 degrees at temperature in Detroit and Pittsburgh. 75 in Washington, D.C. 87 in Atlanta, Georgia, and Miami, Florida. 87 degrees in Brownsville, Texas. 83 in Dallas, Texas. 82 in Kansas City. 81 in Omaha, Nebraska. 78 in Chicago. 70 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. 56 in Great Falls, Montana. 50 in Seattle. 57 in San Francisco. 61 degrees in Los Angeles. 81 in Las Vegas and Phoenix, Arizona. It's 67 in Salt Lake State. 66 in Denver. And 70 degrees in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Alright, let's take a look at National Radar, and it shows. First of all, looking at local radar, looking good. No precipitation report on the local radar, but looking at Maine, it shows a few spotty rain showers off the mid-Maine coast and a little line of rain showers around Waterville, and patchy rain showers from northeast Maine from Caribou and Holton, stretching into New Brunswick, and down for central portions of Nova Scotia. And patchy, as this is part of a low-pressure system that just won't go away, and a little line of rain showers around eastern portions of Newfoundland. And take a look at around the country, and it shows a line of rain showers stretching from north central Ohio down for southeast and southwestern portions of Michigan. A line of showers and storms around Indiana down for Ohio, and a line of showers and storms from Mississippi down from North Louisiana down for Arkansas, and a line of rain showers from Alabama down for western Georgia, and a line of showers and storms from Iowa and Minnesota down for the Dakotas and up to the southern portions of Manitoba, and a line of patchy rain showers from western Montana down Iowa for a few snow showers and sleet in the mountains of northern Idaho and western Montana, and a line of rain showers from northwestern Oregon and Washington State, and a line of rain showers with mixed in and sleet from British coming down of Alberta. And we're going to zoom into 3 areas where this part has severe weather. First, this is Indiana. And we got some heavy showers and thunderstorms around I-70 from Greencastle down to Lebanon, and down in Nobleville, down to Fishers, and stretching around Frankfort, down to Greensburg, and down to Seymour. And zooming down in the Indianapolis area where it is heavy rain showers and storms for north of Indianapolis city limits, stretching the north coast net around Noah, New Augusta, down Zanesville, and around Home Place. So if those of you in the Indianapolis area expect a couple of heavy showers and thunderstorms in the area. And down south, we're seeing this is a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms from Eldorado, Arkansas, stretching down to Ruston, Louisiana, down for Raspen, Rideau, and Bishop, and down to Lake Providence, and stretching to Yazoo City in Mississippi, and on Greenville. And they are all headed towards the east, northeast. And this is a heavy band of showers and thunderstorms from southern Minnesota down through the Dakotas. And this is a heavy band from Mankato, east of Mankato down to St. Peter, up in Hutchinson, down to Litchfield, up in the Mars. So, gonna time these storms to see where they may be headed. Headed towards the northeast. So, 1 and 2 hours from now, the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul could get hit with a lot of rain and thunderstorms. Alright. Take a look at Charlotte Loop around the country. Shows patchy clouds coming from Maine around the Canadian Maritimes. Line of clouds coming to much of the mid-south region from southern Arkansas and from western Mississippi down to northern Louisiana. Line of clouds coming to much of Oklahoma, and a line of clouds from eastern Nebraska and western Iowa, and coming to much of the Dakotas and Minnesota down to western Wisconsin, and a line of clouds from northern California around the Washington, Oregon, and Ohio, and western Montana, and coming from British Columbia down to Alberta, down for western and northeastern portions of Saskatchewan down for southern portions of Manitoba. Country clouds around Texas on the west, southwestern panhandle of Texas. All right, forecast discussion. High pressure will be in control of our weather for most of the afternoon. High pressure will be in control for the weather for the most of the week, resulting in the cool nights and mild warm afternoons. Mainly dry weather expected about this weekend, but to be a low risk for some showers Sunday. A pattern change to the more similar-like weather is possibly early next week. A near-term forecast of best known journals to develop in this afternoon, but less coverage than yesterday. Low level moisture and limited temperature should reach mid-upper 70s, except cool, keeping out and very low humidity levels with 2 point remaining in the 40s. Clear breezing with a northwest wind gust 20-30 miles south against east New England dimension winds by late afternoon. So I'm expecting today's highs. This afternoon's highs for northern New England, 65 to 75 degrees. Southern New England, 74 to 80 degrees. Tonight's lows expected 45, 55 for northern New England and 55, 60 for southern New England. And tomorrow's highs, 75 to 85 degrees. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For this afternoon, most of the skies at 60 degrees. Northwest about 11 miles of gusts at 25 miles an hour. For tonight, most coast go at 55 degrees. Light west wind. Wednesday, Sunday, most coast go about 82 to about 56 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles of light north wind. Thursday, most of the coast go about 80 about 56 degrees. Light variable wind. Friday, most of the podcast go about 70 to about 52 degrees. Saturday, for the Founders Day picnic in Norton, Sunday podcast go about 75 but low about 50 degrees. So no weather worries for the Founders Day picnic in Norton on Saturday. For Sunday, you have some most of the podcast go about 76 about 57 degrees. And for Monday, most of the skies about 80 degrees. Peter, what a phrase of the day. Terrific Tuesday on tap and terrific for the Western week in the weather department. And that's going to be for the Peter General News Board on this June 14, 2016 on Ace. Tuesday, Peter with Xavier. Good afternoon and good positive to all. So a 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report. Have a good afternoon.